So I've just bought this really stylish clock from America, which is called a Jefferson golden hour clock. It's a mystery clock because the hands appear to float in the middle of the glass. It's actually driven by a small motor, electric motor in the bottom. This motor, because it comes from America, runs at 110 volts. So you say to yourself, I need a converter. So you look at one of these and you say, okay, that gives me 110 volts. You plug in your 2-pin lead from your American clock, plug it in, plug this into the English mains and run your clock. But it runs 12 minutes per hour slow because our mains runs at 50 Hertz and the American clock needs 60 Hertz. And that is cycles per second. So it's getting fewer cycles per second than the clock needs. So it will always run slow. So what I had made in actually 2012 is a frequency converter. This takes the 50 Hertz sine wave and converts it into a 60 Hertz lagging sine wave. Doesn't do any square wave or any stuff like that. It literally makes the 50 Hertz sine wave lag a bit, so it creates a 60 Hertz sine wave. This frequency converter also converts its input to 110 volts output. So you plug your American clock into the frequency converter, sight it somewhere that is convenient for you, and then the input to that, this is actually my test lead, is an AC transformer for the UK with a 2.1mm plug into the frequency converter. Plug this in and it will run the clock at 110 volts and 60 Hertz, and the clock will keep perfect time until you need to change it at the daylight saving time changes in the spring and the autumn. And the one important thing about this is it's a really small device. Its maximum power is kind of approximately 7 watts. So this clock needs 1.5 watts. Most clocks are 1.5 to about 7, depending on what they have with them in terms of light bulbs or buzzers and that kind of thing. There we go. A simple small solution to a problem of running American clocks in the UK and indeed Europe. Here's one of those lamps, LED lamps, that I had made in about 2013, actually at great expense from China, because I had to buy 500 of them, and but they do a great job. So the FC110 will also run flip clocks from America like this one. This tells the time and it has an alarm on, but the FC110 will run this perfectly fine. And here is one of my favourite American clocks, the Hammond skyscraper clock. The date isn't set, as you can see. I don't run it all the time, so the date is actually wrong because it's Sunday today, but this beautiful style of clock. And here's another one of my favourite American clocks running through my frequency converter. This is the Telechron electro alarm seconds display, as you can see, and it's self-starting. And because it's self-starting, it has a small indicator which will drop and change that window just there from cream coloured to red coloured to show the mains has been off. That way you know that even though the clock is running, the time would be wrong. Let's I haven't really looked at this clock. I've only bought it and done nothing with it, so it does need a little bit of work on it. It's missing, there's meant to be a lamp up in here and it's missing that, and a few bits of the trim are actually coming a bit loose. I've yet to sort that out, but if I disconnect the mains, and there we go, see the little indicator has turned red, and I actually really like that. So there we go, just one of the other clocks that the FC110 can run.